I saw videos of these girls being like, yeah, I struggled, and I'm like, 3 days? That can't be that hard. I wish I embraced myself.
Hello guys, so we are gonna be talking about the Esther Fast. This is my first video, and well, what motivated me? The Holy Spirit, I guess. So what is the Esther Fast, you might ask? Well, let's not start there, because for me, I was just like, oh, let me take a 3-day fast. And before, I had been seeing a lot of videos. I don't know, my feed all of a sudden started giving me Esther Fast video, Esther Fast, and I'm like, okay, I get the clue. Let me watch and let's try this. So I watched this girl talking about the Esther Fast and everything. So at first I was just like, it's just gonna be a 3-day fast. Like when I actually initially started. When I initially started, I was like, okay, so this is just gonna be like 3 days. I don't think it's hard. I saw videos of these girls being like, yeah, I struggled, and I'm like, 3 days? That can't be that hard. I wish I embraced myself. So the first day, I started fasting from 2 a.m. 2 a.m. in the morning. I was like, okay, let's start this fast. 2 a.m. let me stop eating. So it's supposed to be a 72 hour fast, 3 days, right? So I started at 2, and then I went to school the next day in the morning. So I spent the day at school. I even did all my lessons and everything, and then I went back home at around 4, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not so sure of the timing, but I went to school and I came back from school. After school, I braided. I went to the gym. I even went to the gym, guys. I went to the gym feeling okay. The whole time I was fasting, I was like feeling okay. And after gym, I had to braid one of my clients, like one new girl that had requested that I should braid her, and then I was braiding her. This girl was asking for water. I was looking at that water saying, God, what will happen if I take one sip? One sip only, one sip of water. I'm telling you, imagine, I went to gym, I've been out the whole day, and it's hot, mind you. Like right now, it's hot. So I was like, let me just take a sip, but I was like, let me practice that self-control. God, I can do better than this. Guys, so I finished braiding this girl. So I slept at around 3 a.m. in the morning. I slept at 3. Guys, when I tell you, I woke up at, because I was supposed to go to school, I actually went to school today in the morning. I went to school in the morning. So before that school, I just woke up, I showered. I did not have strength at all. It's just day 2. It's just day 2. I just couldn't. I was so weak. I was hungry, and my housemates, they left food for me. Like, okay, there's food, and it's one of a nice pasta, and I opened the fridge, and I'm like, God, like, what if I just take a bite of this food? After that was like, I think after showering, and then I was like, I can't do this, let me go and drink water. I think I drank the water before or after the shower. And I was like, God, you know my struggle right now. I can retry this again later, but now I will have to take that water. I drank some water straight from like this filtered water that we get, and then I put one other glass into the freezer so that it becomes cold. I took that water, I drank it. I was like, okay, we can do this, guys. I went to school. I was sulky. I was tired. I was so tired. But no one could notice. Guys, I'm telling you, I went there early in the morning because I was like, I'm not gonna sleep. I woke up and I showered and I came back. I was like, let me sleep for like 10 minutes. I'm like, no. And my spirit was like, no, you're not gonna go to school, and you promised yourself that you're going to school the whole week. So I was like, okay, cool. That's cool. This is cool. So girl, By the way, I started reading. Oh, I didn't mention I started reading the Esther, the book, right? So I started reading Esther in the Bible whilst I was fasting. That was like yesterday and today. So yesterday night and today in the morning. And then so whilst I was like, I can't, like, this was like, I think before class 11. That's when I was like, God, I am breaking my fast. I have tried. Mind you, I dropped a lot of weight. Like, this is not for weight reasons or anything, but like only one day it taught me that people who fast, people who say that fasting for 30 days, like, how? Oh, the Holy Spirit has to be there, because I was fasting and I was like, you know, God, I will try again another day. I just had a banana shake and it was over. I was like, yes, I need this banana shake. But let me tell you something, I need to try it again until I do those 3 days. The day I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna tell you. But try it. You definitely should try it. Read the book of Esther as well. You can read the book of Esther before you start, or you can read the book of Esther during your fast. Yeah, so this is my first video. Who knew this is gonna be my first video? The setup is not the best. I just woke up, put on some clothes, and I'm like, okay, let me just film my experience with the Esther fast. I didn't even finish it, but I know that God is working. It's a process. So goodbye, guys.